A shell so beautiful, people pick it up on the beach, and it kills them. A fish that looks exactly like a rock on the ocean floor until you step on it. An octopus small enough to fit in your hand that carries enough venom to kill 26 adults. And a jellyfish so transparent you can't see it until it's already touching you. Today we're counting down 10 sea creatures that are far more dangerous than they look, and some of them are ones you'd never expect. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss what's coming next. Drop a like before we start. It takes 2 seconds. Now let's get into it.
Number 10. Black scorpionfish. Black scorpionfish doesn't chase anything. It doesn't need to. Found primarily in the Mediterranean and Black Sea, this fish has spent millions of years perfecting one specific skill, looking like it doesn't exist. Its body is irregular, textured, and colored to match rocks, algae, and the ocean floor so precisely that even experienced divers can swim within centimeters of one without realizing it's there. The danger is in the spines. Along its body, the black scorpionfish carries a series of venomous spines connected to venom glands. When something or someone makes contact with those spines, venom is injected immediately. The fish doesn't attack, it simply stays still and lets the encounter happen. The resulting pain is intense and immediate. Swelling, severe discomfort, and other symptoms can follow depending on the amount of venom injected and the condition of the person affected. Medical attention is usually required. The black scorpionfish is a perfect example of a creature that is dangerous precisely because it appears to be nothing at all.
Number 9. Red lionfish. If the black scorpionfish hides to avoid being noticed, the red lionfish does the opposite, and it works just as well. With bold stripes, enormous fan-like fins that extend outward like wings, and a general appearance that looks more like an ornament than a predator. The red lionfish is one of the most visually striking fish in any ocean. Found naturally in the Indian and Pacific Oceans around coral reefs, individuals can reach around 40 centimeters in length. Those spectacular fins and elaborate patterns serve a purpose. They're a warning. Running along the dorsal, pelvic, and anal fins are venomous spines that deliver a sting capable of causing intense pain, swelling, and systemic effects that can last for hours. The lionfish doesn't sting aggressively, it stings defensively when something gets too close, which makes its beauty particularly dangerous. The more impressive it looks, the more someone might be tempted to reach out and touch it. That instinct, in this case, leads directly to a medical emergency. Number 8. Cone snail. Here's the scenario. You're walking along a beach or snorkeling in shallow water. You see a shell on the sand, perfectly formed with an intricate geometric pattern in brown and white. It's exactly the kind of thing people pick up and take home as a souvenir. That shell might be occupied, and if it is, picking it up could be the last decision you make. Cone snails are predatory mollusks found primarily in the tropical waters of the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Their shells are genuinely beautiful, which has made them prized by collectors for centuries, and which has contributed to numerous accidents. The animal inside the shell hunts using a harpoon-like structure that can extend in any direction, including backward toward a hand holding the shell. That harpoon injects venom that, depending on the species, can cause pain, numbness, muscle paralysis, and in severe cases, respiratory failure. There is no antivenom for cone snail venom. Treatment is supportive, meaning doctors can help manage symptoms, but there's nothing that directly counteracts the toxin. The most dangerous species are sometimes called cigarette snails, because legend has it that after being stung, you only have time to smoke 1 cigarette before the venom takes full effect. Whether that's accurate or not, it communicates something important about the timeline involved.
Number 7. Lion's mane jellyfish. Most jellyfish are measured in centimeters. The lion's mane jellyfish is measured in meters. One of the largest jellyfish species ever recorded, the lion's mane inhabits cold waters of the northern hemisphere, the Arctic Ocean, the northern Atlantic, and the northern Pacific. The bell, the main body of the jellyfish, can exceed 2 meters in diameter in the largest specimens. The tentacles, which hang below in dense clusters, can reach lengths that are genuinely difficult to process as real. Some recorded specimens have had tentacles extending over 30 meters. Those tentacles are covered in stinging cells used for capturing prey and for defense. Contact with them causes immediate burning pain, skin irritation, and in some cases more serious reactions depending on the extent of exposure and the sensitivity of the person affected. The additional hazard with this species is the tentacles themselves. Separated from the main body, detached tentacle fragments can remain capable of stinging for some time. In water with low visibility, a swimmer might encounter the tentacles long before seeing the bell, or without ever seeing it at all.
Number 6. Stonefish. The stonefish doesn't look like a fish. That's the entire point.
Native to the tropical Indo-Pacific, the stonefish is considered the most venomous fish in the world, and it achieves that title while sitting completely still on the ocean floor, looking like a rock covered in algae and sediment. Its body texture and coloration replicate the surrounding reef and sandy bottom so convincingly that it is effectively invisible to the human eye in natural conditions. Along its dorsal fin runs a line of 13 venomous spines. Each spine is connected to venom glands. When pressure is applied, by a foot stepping directly onto the fish, which is how most accidents happen, the spines penetrate the skin and venom is injected immediately. The pain from a stonefish sting has been described by medical professionals as among the most severe a human being can experience. Symptoms can include intense localized pain that spreads rapidly, tissue damage, temporary paralysis of the affected area, and, without prompt treatment, potentially life-threatening complications. Treatment involves immersing the affected area in hot water, which helps break down the venom proteins, followed by immediate medical attention. Antivenom exists and is effective, but only if the sting is recognized and treated quickly. The stonefish is proof that in the ocean, the floor itself can be dangerous.
Number 5. Blue-ringed octopus. It could fit in your hand. It's one of the most colorful animals in the ocean, and it carries enough venom to kill 26 adult humans. The blue-ringed octopus lives in the tidal pools and shallow reefs of the Indo-Pacific, including Australian coastal waters. At rest, it's small and relatively inconspicuous, but when threatened, the iridescent blue rings across its body begin to pulse with vivid, almost electric color, a warning display that is one of the most recognizable danger signals in the marine world. The venom is tetrotoxin, the same neurotoxin found in pufferfish, produced by bacteria living in the octopus's salivary glands. Tetrotoxin works by blocking nerve signals, causing progressive paralysis. In severe cases, it reaches the muscles responsible for breathing. There is no antivenom. Treatment for a serious envenomation is mechanical ventilation, keeping the person breathing artificially until the toxin works through the system. A victim can remain completely conscious throughout this process, fully aware of their surroundings, simply unable to move or breathe independently. The bite itself is often painless, which means someone might not realize what happened until the first symptoms begin, typically within minutes.
Number 4. Japanese pufferfish. The pufferfish is famous for one thing: the ability to inflate itself into a spiky sphere when threatened, making it significantly harder to swallow. It's one of the most recognized defense mechanisms in the ocean, and it makes the animal look almost comical when deployed. But inflation is not the pufferfish's most dangerous feature. Various organs and tissues of pufferfish species contain tetrodotoxin, the same neurotoxin produced by the blue-ringed octopus. In the pufferfish, this toxin is concentrated primarily in the liver, ovary, skin, and intestines. The muscle meat is generally safe, but only when prepared correctly by someone who knows exactly what they're doing. In Japan, pufferfish is served as fugu, a dish that requires years of training and a government-issued license to prepare legally. The preparation involves carefully removing the toxic organs without contaminating the edible portions. Done correctly, it's considered a delicacy. Done incorrectly, the meal becomes something else entirely. Tetrodotoxin poisoning from improperly prepared fugu causes numbness, paralysis, and in serious cases, respiratory failure. There is no antidote. A fish that looks clumsy and almost friendly, carrying one of the most well-documented natural toxins in the world.
Number 3. Sea urchin. Sea urchins look like decorations, round, symmetrical, covered in spines that come in every color from black to purple to bright red. They're the kind of thing that gets photographed constantly by divers and snorkelers, often from very close range. That proximity is where problems begin. Most sea urchin species aren't directly lethal to humans, but that doesn't make them harmless. The spines can penetrate skin easily, particularly when someone steps on one, sits on one, or reaches into a crevice without checking what's inside. Some spines are barbed and break off inside the wound, requiring medical removal. The entry points can become infected. Certain species carry an additional mechanism most people don't know about: pedicelaria, tiny pincer-like structures distributed across the body between the spines. In some species, these structures can deliver venom. The flower urchin, found across the Indo-Pacific, is considered one of the more dangerous examples. Its pedicelaria produce venom capable of causing significant systemic effects. Something that looks like a decorative sphere sitting peacefully on a reef, carrying two separate systems capable of causing injury. Most encounters go wrong the same way. Someone assumes that something which isn't moving isn't dangerous.
Number 2. Spiny dogfish shark. When most people think of a dangerous shark, they imagine something large, fast, and unmistakably threatening. The spiny dogfish is none of those things, and it's dangerous in a way that catches most people completely off guard. Found in temperate waters across multiple ocean regions, the spiny dogfish is a relatively small shark, typically reaching between 60 and 100 centimeters. It doesn't project the kind of immediate threat that larger species do. It looks, by shark standards, fairly unremarkable. In front of each dorsal fin sits a sharp spine connected to a venom gland. When the animal feels threatened, it arches its body, a defensive posture that positions those spines toward whatever is causing the threat. Contact with the spines delivers venom that causes immediate pain, swelling, and localized effects that can persist for some time. Fishermen and marine handlers are the people most commonly affected, typically when handling a caught specimen without knowing what to watch for. The shark's teeth are part of its anatomy, of course, but in this case, it's the spines that make the spiny dogfish genuinely surprising for anyone who assumed a small shark wasn't worth being careful around.
Number 1. Box jellyfish. Every other creature on this list is dangerous in a way that requires some specific set of circumstances. Stepping on something, picking up the wrong shell, getting too close to the wrong fins. The box jellyfish is dangerous in a way that requires almost nothing. You swim into it, or it swims into you. Found primarily in the waters of northern Australia and across the Indo-Pacific, the box jellyfish, particularly the species Chironex fleckeri, is widely considered one of the most venomous marine animals on Earth. Its bell is roughly the size and shape of a basketball, nearly transparent, with up to 60 tentacles extending from its corners that can reach 3 meters in length. Each tentacle is covered in millions of microscopic stinging structures called nematocysts. On contact with skin, these structures fire almost instantly, injecting venom that acts on the skin, the nervous system, and the cardiovascular system simultaneously. Severe contact can cause excruciating pain, scarring, cardiovascular shock, and in serious cases, death within minutes. Unlike most jellyfish, which drift passively with currents, box jellyfish can swim actively and navigate. They have 24 eyes grouped in 4 clusters, giving them genuine visual capability, an extraordinary development for an animal with no brain. The transparency is what makes them so dangerous in practice. In clear, shallow water, a box jellyfish can be nearly invisible until contact is made. In areas where they are known to be present, beaches are closed and swimmers stay out of the water. The warning is taken seriously, because when it comes to box jellyfish, the encounter itself is the emergency.
10 creatures, 10 completely different reasons to think twice before reaching into the water. A shell that hunts the hand holding it. A fish indistinguishable from the ocean floor. An octopus the size of a tennis ball carrying in a venom for 26 people. A jellyfish you can't see until it's already on you. The ocean covers most of this planet. Most of what lives in it will never interact with a human being, but the ones that do, the ones on this list, are proof that in that environment, the things that seem the least threatening are sometimes the ones that demand the most respect.